Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to West Texas, our multiplayer series with FarmSim Guy. Now I'm at work a little bit early today, so before FarmSim Guy gets here I thought I would get this field of oats sprayed. It's pretty advanced in its growth stage and I didn't want to miss the opportunity to get the weeds taken care of. And obviously the spraying last time was a little bit of a one-man job, so if I can get this out of the way, then by the time FarmSim Guy joins us, we will be all ready to get into some other activities. Now, just very quickly, you'll notice that the herbicide is going down. So we had the variable spray mod installed, and that was obviously clashing with the usage of herbicide. So here we go. We're getting it going. So it's all good. I'll just race around, get this done really quickly, and we'll catch up with FarmSim Guy when he gets here and see what our tasks are for today's episode. G'day mate, how you doing?
Hey Alex, how you doing?
Doing pretty well, thank you. Pleased to see some sun in the sky and some dry hay on the ground.
Yeah, it feels like a very long time ago we cut that grass, doesn't it?
It does. I think there's bits growing through underneath it, but never mind. We will go and get the grass picked up and put into the feed mixer.
Yeah, I've got these 3 fields around the farm to spray as well, so if you want I'll go and do that.
Yeah, sounds good. We've only got the one windrower as well, so we'll get those 2 things done and then we can get it all picked up together.
Sounds like a plan. Let's crack on. It's already 6 PM. Better get on with it.
Yeah, alright. Let's go. Alright, well there we go. So we are going to go over and start getting the hay started. Some guys are going to get the cotton and soybean fields sprayed. And then we'll be able to get everything picked up. We've got the loading wagons all ready to go down at the yard, down at the cattle yards. And finally get this hay done, which is good. We have had, as I suspected and was saying earlier when I was spraying the oats, you'll see a nice golden field of oats up here. They are now actually ready to harvest, but we're not going to rush into those just yet. They can handle drying out for another day or so, and I also believe our triticale field on the other side of the farm, on the other side, is ready too. So some harvesting to get into in the not too distant future, but today's priority, the hay. So I will go and make a start on getting it rowed up. Alright, so we'll make a start in this field. I've got one of these fantastic looking magnums in black and the rather large Lely windrower on the back. So this should make pretty short work of getting this area here rowed up, and all the hay rowed up for that matter. So we'll go and make a start over on this side and jump straight into it. And we are off. So I've got the GPS set up going along here, and we're getting some nice hay windrows all lined up. So there really is nothing else for it than a bit of a swathing montage. So I will jump to that, and we'll catch up with you again very soon. And there we go, that's the first field finished, so we'll get this folded up and head on over to the other ones. So it doesn't look too bad in there. It's a little bit of long grass underneath, and I think a little bit of the multiplayer server lag, which sometimes makes it a little bit hard for the hay to move around where it should do, but some reasonably straight and well lined up rows there. We'll move down, and I think I'll do around the oats field. I'll get that one done, and then we can do the hay in the horse fields. Well, then FarmSim Guy should be finished the spraying. I don't think he was too far away. He'll get that done a lot quicker than I'll get this done, that's for sure. Alright, we're getting started around the oat field here. We'll get one side done and get the other side done. Get straight back into this field too. Alright, there's another field finished. Must say it's not the tidiest, but I think that is, like I said before, just the nature of doing this on a multiplayer server. But FarmSim Guy, not sure exactly where he is, but he said he'd finished the spraying, so he can't be far away from being down here with one of the loading wagons. Anyhow, we just have the fields over here and the horses to do, so we'll just drive through the ditch, up on the other side, and go and get this done now. Right, last field. So not too bad, and smallish one. We'll get this done pretty quick. FarmSim Guy's started on getting some hay picked up. He's been over in the field over there doing that, and sounds like we're going to run out of capacity in the feed mixer pretty quick, so we might have to get hold of a baler and bale some of the hay, and then we can put that into the bale sheds we've got. So I'm just going to race around here without trying to hit the corner of the fence, and get this one finished as well. Still, as I said before, it's still a little bit messy, but FarmSim Guy reports that it's picking up okay, and I think because we are going to have so much hay, if we miss a little bit, it's not going to be the end of the world. Let's get this one finished so I can go and jump in a loading wagon and get some of that done too. all finished. All the windrowing is finally done. So it's taken us a bit over an hour. Put 1.2 hours on the tractor and it had none on it when we started. So that is all us windrowing. So let's go and get the get a loading wagon now, and we'll go and help the FarmSim Guy get some of this hay all loaded up. Alright, we just got hooked up to the wagon there. I can see the FarmSim Guy is just down past the feed silo, but we'll just radio him and see if it's worth going that way or whether we should go to the other fields. Argsy, the FarmSim Guy, come on.
Go ahead, Args.
I've finished the windrowing. I'm just here with one of the wagons. Is it worth coming that way or should I go back to the other fields?
No, I've got literally one row left, and I've done half the Oat Field as well, so you could start there if you wanted.
Okay.
Just one tip, watch the LSWs if you're tight turning with the trailers, they get caught up on each other.
Roger that. Alright, I'll go and get that oat field tidied up.
Cool, mate.
Alright, so we will head back over here to the oat field. Must be the far side. I can't see too much straight ahead of us. We'll go and get that picked up. It's a good tip actually. These big fat tyres look great, but turn too tight, they must get caught on the drawbar. Alright, so there we go. We're getting some hay in. We've got the pickup down. We're cruising. Now, I should be able to, thinking I've still got the GPS track set up here from the windrower, so I should be able to put a path on, because it's the same width as, and because I still have the windrower width set, I should be able to drive this and use the GPS. We'll see how it goes. Get turned around up the end and see if we are able to pick it up in the same path. Alright, there we go, we've turned down the second row and we're right on it, so that makes things a whole lot easier driving a straight line. We'll just carry on, and we're obviously only going to be able to get a couple of wagon loads done, and then we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for a hay baler. We do not have one on the farm at the moment, and our funds aren't going to stretch very far. Old friendly honk as we go past each other. I think it's almost about the first time we've been in close proximity this whole episode. So just get pulled up in here. Looks like it's going into the middle of these three bunkers. This G said it was getting pretty full already. There's a readout there on the back. 322,000 when we started putting some in, and I think these are around a 56,000 litre capacity. Fixed about 380. 375, so room for 125,000 litres more, which is really only 2.5 wagon loads. Argsy, the FarmSim Guy, come in.
Go ahead, Args.
Seeing we were getting full, I just gave the co-op a call. We've had a baler and a loading wagon delivered to the yard, so I'm just going to go grab the baler and come back down and start doing that.
Yeah, fantastic. I think it's literally going to take one more trailer load in there anyway, so perfect timing.
Excellent. I figured it wasn't going to take much more and wasn't worth me getting another load, so we'll get started on some baling.
Good stuff. Did you finish the oat field, or is there still stuff in there?
Oh, there's literally a pass and a bit, so there's not really, unless we're going that way, it's not really worth going into.
Sounds good. Have we got variable bale rate on as well?
We certainly do, so we'll be doing these big ones.
Yeah, and the biggest we can, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
Nice one. Right, I'll see you shortly. I'm literally half full here, so I'll be right behind you.
Alright, so we've just been down here to the yard, picked up the baler that the co-op had delivered. So we'll go and get started on getting some hay bales pressed. We're going to run these as big as we can. Got the variable bale mod on, so 20,000 litres will be the capacity of these bales. The only use we're going to have them will be to take them out of the shed and put them into the mixer. Here we are, we've got the baler all set up and going. We're getting some hay picked up here out of the horse field. Some guys obviously been through and taken a fair amount out already with the loading wagon. There's still a decent amount, so we're going to get this baled up. Got the biggest capacity bales we can do, and they'll be getting loaded up and put into the storage sheds right next to the feed mixer. So Interesting to see how many more bales we get, but the feed mixer could only take a certain amount of the loose hay, so we've really got no other option but to get it baled. So we'll race through and get this done.
FSG to Argsy.
You go ahead, mate.
Have we hired another worker on the farm today? I mean, I'm just wondering, because I've just gone past a very, very dirty windrower lying in a shed, and let's be honest, you wouldn't do that, would you?
I have no comment for that at all, to be honest. I was thinking about washing it, but I was in such a hurry to get out and actually do some loading at the loading wagons. I just didn't have time.
I'm disappointed, Args. I'm not even disappointed. I'm, just a little bit lost for words.
Well, I've noticed how much you've enjoyed washing machinery lately, so I thought I'd leave something for you to do.
Thanks, mate.
No worries. I'm pleased to see you notice that. Alright, there we are, all finished the baling. We've got one bale in the back we can spit out. FarmSim Guy's got a full load of 16 bales on there. They are 20,000 litres each, so another 320,000 litres or so. We'll get these down, we'll get them put into the bale shed, and then I think we'll wrap things up there. Alright, so we're just watching here, FarmSim Guy getting his bales unloaded. Drop them off there, and they'll all go and stack into the shed, nice and neatly. There we go, beautiful. If we come over here, we can bring up the dialogue, which tells us there is 17 bales in there, with a total of 340,000. And if we want to spawn them out, we can select how many we want to spawn and confirm, and they will come out. But we don't want to do any now, so we'll just leave them there.
Nice one, Args. That was a good day's work.
It was nice to get that hay finished finally. Over 800,000 litres as well, so that's a good way to keeping our cows and cattle happy once we get them.
Definitely, and I'm glad we got it off tonight so it wasn't sitting in the field rotting.
Yeah, already spent enough time out there, so that was good. So I think, though, we've got some crops which will be ready to harvest next time.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to do our first harvest. Looking forward to that.
Looking forward to getting those X9s dirty.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks, mate. It's been another fun episode, and we'll see you again next week.
Indeed, a pleasure as always, and we will see you again soon.
Sounds good, mate. Take care.
Alright, you too. Thanks. Alright, there we go. So we're all wrapped up. Hay's all done, and harvest coming next. So, from me, Argsy, and that attractive man over there, it looks a little bit like Jason Statham, but is indeed the FarmSim Guy. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.